Welcome to the Graduation Ceremony 2019 for University's International Masters Program. It's an absolutely delight to be here and to see so many faces. Today, we have about 200 students graduating from 50 different countries. This is truly an international university. It's really, really, really important for us that you are here, bringing perspective to our classrooms. Before we move on, I would like to say again about the mobile phones. So please now take all your mobile phones, take the last selfie, and then put it into silent mode. We have a very special ceremony prepared for you today, so I hope you have a good time. I would also like to address you that are connected to the internet, watching the live sending of this ceremony. Thank you for joining us and watching your loved ones receive this diploma.
Please see if she has a cold soul. Now I'm wondering if she remembers me at all. Many times I have often prayed in the darkness of my nights, in the brightness of my days. So if you're traveling that North Concrete Bear, where the wind hits heavy on the borderlines, remember me to her side. For she once was the true love of mine. For she once was the true love of mine. For she once was the true love of mine.
Now we move on to the graduation address. So I would really like to welcome our Vice Chancellor to the stage. Thank you.
Dear graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony. I am delighted to be here with you today when we mark and celebrate your achievements. I think it's really impressive that we have such an international atmosphere here at Umeå University. Today, you are 200 graduates represented in 50 different nationalities who will receive diplomas which conclude your educational programs. It is no overstatement that completing your education is one of the tougher things you have done. You, along with your classmates, teachers, and other mentors, have worked hard to accomplish this. You should be proud of it, and I congratulate you on all that you have achieved. The last few years of your life has been spent understanding new theories, gaining new perspectives. You've had daily or weekly battles struggling with new concepts, and sometimes also with the weather conditions here in Umeå, just like we have today. Being a student is sometimes very tough, but I sincerely hope that you also have enjoyed all the good things which is a part of the student life. What comes next is that you will become a vital part of our society, utilizing and implementing what you have learned here at the university. This may happen in large increments, but more likely it will occur in small, unnoticeable steps. And that is the contribution which gradually make positive changes to our society. This is what I believe we as the university have as a core duty, and what we have been striving for here in Umeå for the last 50 years. Looking back on history lane, more than 60 years ago, Gösta Skoglund, a well-known politician from Umeå, who campaigned for a university in Norrland, envisioned a place that will be the hub of this region, imparting knowledge to many. For an educated population is how we make progress in this region, he contended. Our university started with a dentistry school and then a medical faculty, which was rapidly followed by other departments and faculties. To this day, we have continued to grow, adjusting our educational and research programs to meet the ever-changing challenges of our society. Without Umeå University, this region would have been radically different, and that is certainly includes also the city of Umeå, which has doubled in population since the start of the university. We look back on the history of the university because I believe it is still relevant today, highly relevant. Universities play a very important role for the development of our society. Universities should be independent institutions which act as defenders of academic freedom, with the right for individual researchers to freely choose their topics of interest, and to stimulate and educate students to become critical thinkers. Our core duties in research and education are vital in building a progressive, inclusive, and well-functioning society. We have made great progress in solving many societal challenges with scientific methods. This required establishing the fundamentals, verifiable facts, upon which we can build and further our understanding. When we understand things better, we can systematically experiment with how and what needs further elaborations, eventually leading to new technology and knowledge that benefits everyone, every single day. Unfortunately, the current global movement, in particular within certain political directions, away from a fact-based society, where a good argument is equally important and scientific data and conclusions drawn thereof, is a clear threat to the core of our activities here at the university. The scary thing here is that today's fake news can be tomorrow's truth. In addition, we see political restrictions adopted on academic institutions, which is something we within the academic society strongly must oppose and fight against. A recent example on political stupidity in an area which severely threatens life conditions globally can be found within climate changes. The Arctic Council, which has members from 8 countries with a direct connection to the Arctic region, had a meeting in Rovaniemi in northern Finland a few weeks ago. The idea behind the meeting was to agree upon a common declaration concerning the Arctic region. Unfortunately, the question regarding climate changes was not part of the declaration due to the unwillingness from one of the world's superpowers to accept that this is a relevant issue, even though temperature increase is most severe in the Arctic regions. Further research on climate changes and all the other 16 Sustainable Development Goals, part of the United Nations Agenda 2030, is something we clearly need to address, regardless the standpoints of certain stubborn politicians. This particular task will of course be focused on in academia, but it is also a responsibility for everyone, everywhere in society. Your university studies have provided you with all the necessary tools for critical thinking and for being able to distinguish between facts and these so-called alternative facts. Make sure to use this knowledge. Many of you will soon leave Umeå University with a diploma that states you no longer are students. You are no longer students, but you will always be alumni of Umeå University. As alumni, I hope that you are satisfied with your education and that you will think well of your university. Recommend us to others and act as ambassadors of Umeå University in your future roles and capacities of different kinds. So it is my sincere hope that all the things you have achieved here in Umeå will be a foundation for things to come. Whatever your future, I hope you will remember Umeå University, and I extend my warm congratulations to all of you for your newly acquired degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Hans. Well, now it's time for our graduating students to receive their congratulatory scrolls from our Vice Chancellor. And we will have 2 roll calls in the ceremony, and we are going to start to welcoming students from the Faculty of Medicine, Master's Program in Public Health, 2 years program. Please, come up the stage.
Amal Farah. Azim Sarker. Dame Endalu Tassisa. Ermias Alemayu Tufa. Farouk Seravi. Lilith Harutu Nuyuyan. Luved Mari. Maha Ba Wazir. Noor Uddin Kandakar. Raka Datta. Saida Ali. Saisan Moon Lu. Sara Osman. Sharmin Akhtar Urmi. Sharmin Valentina. Xiaowei Dong.
Please give a big hand to all the graduate students. Congratulations. Next, we're going to call up the stage the graduating students from the Master's Program in Public Health 1 year, a Master's Program in Public Health with a specialization in health economics. Please come up to stage.
Amru Gaber Abdullahi Mohammed. Aung Kun Sheikh. Mary Kikonko. Nyok Nguyen Bao. Ushena Ogbonaya. Abdelrahman Yahya. John Zaki. Katarina Ulfsdotter Gunnarsson. Kinsa Degelund Maldi. Laila Mekri. Nancy Mangemba. Pernilla Koskela. Sarata Nyak. Yasin Ahmed Mohammed Ali.
Again, please a big hand to all the graduating students. Congratulations. Now, the four remaining groups for this first roll call are from the Faculty of Science and Technology. And we'll start with students from Umeå School of Architecture, Umeå Institute of Design, Master's Program in Architecture and Urban Design, Master's Program in Advanced Product Design, and Master's Program in Interaction Design.
Esan Musa. Marie Eriksson. Noor Mohammed Baker. Alexander Abele. Anton Ingvaldsson. Lu Seng. Ruben Eriksson. Simon Linge. Borut Kersic. Frida Stenlund. Meg Sharma. Nicole Vaniowska. Viktor Voronovic. Zi Wang.
Give a big hand to the graduating students. Okay, next up on stage, Master's Program in Chemistry. Please welcome.
Amina Zoui. Carlos Felipe de Abro Tomaca. Yen Kim Leti. Maria Jaibzada. Miaoling Yao Gonzalez. Sebastian Jonsson. Tan Nhat Truong. Tai Le Tran. Thi Nok Oyen Nyoyen. Tin Quang Bui. Tuai Nguyen.
I'm gonna
Nupam.
have to ask her name. She has to say her name.
Nupam.
Congratulations. All right, next in the program, Master's Program in Ecology, Master's Program in Geoecology, and Master's Program in Plant and Forest Biotechnology.
Jenny Olsson. Sherry Young. Anna Bottone. Annika Karlsten. Demian Hauptmann. Karan Sharma. Megan Kapell. Viktor Gydemo Östbom. André Jonsson. Asma Dobb. Elena Banzalen. Han Nguyen. Hanna Åhm. Johan Hansson. Jonathan Lekoy. Lina Eriksson. Michelle Schneider. Sangyeon Kim.
Give a big hand of applause to all the graduates. Finally, in this first roll call, we welcome students from the Master's Program in Computing Science, Molecular Biology, Physics, Robotics, and Control. Welcome.
Omar Agag. Dimitrios Manias. Farah Sayed. Ionot Sebastian Miai. Kaliab Zerom Gesangne. Leonie Alexandra Benson. Luis Oliveros Anerias. Sara Häggström. Sushmita Sankara Subramanian. Victor Pinedo. Xiaoying Zhang. Xiuyu Wu. Kavia Zomasundaram, Shana Muganatar Zabarasatazabizam, Vishnu Hari.
Now I would like to introduce you to Munashe Shivaura, Umeå University's Global Swede 2019. Munashe is from Zimbabwe and is a final term student of Masters in Business Development and Internationalization. The Global Swede Award is a recognition and joint initiative between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Swedish Institute to honor and recognize foreign students outside of EU and EES who have distinguished themselves in areas related to innovation, entrepreneurship, and who have proven to be good representatives for both Sweden and their own country. Munashe has distinguished himself through his commitments in startup projects, mentoring programs, and student organizations. He also has a great interest in sustainable business development in both Sweden and Zimbabwe. Overall, he has proven to be a very good ambassador for both Umeå University and Sweden as a study destination. Being the Umeå University Global Swede, Munashe was presented with a diploma by the Foreign Minister Ann Linde and a ceremony in Stockholm. Please give it up to Munashe.
Thank you so much, Francine, for the kind words. Greetings to you all. You look fantastic, by the way. So I'm here to share with you my journey to Umeå and where it began. It actually began 2 years ago when I was back home in Zimbabwe, and I had a startup, actually, which failed. But I didn't take it as a failure. I took it as a lesson. I took the moment to actually reflect on it and decided to say I needed to gain new perspectives and upskill or reskill, if you may. Then at that point in time, I was exploring opportunities, and I thought I could go to Australia. I was actually working on going to Australia. And at the moment, an opportunity came along to study in Sweden, and this is through the Swedish Institute. And they were offering scholarships to here, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I applied. But to be honest, I thought it was a long shot because I was competing with 14,688 students from 112 countries. And I won't forget these numbers, by the way. Yes, and I eventually made it. I was actually surprised myself, but I decided to settle on that, and I was like, yes, I'm going to Sweden. But when I was explaining this to my family, whom I presume are watching at the moment, I realized that it was in the farthest hemisphere, and it was cold and dark, and people could not fathom why I would go up there. But I was like, if there are people living there, why not? I can make it as well. So I just was like, I'm gonna go with it. So I came here, I embarked on an 18-hour journey, and it was quite long. A little scared, anxious, and excited at the same time. I'm pretty sure some of you might actually relate to these experiences. But in any case, I would not say I had huge cultural shocks per se, because I tried to keep an open mind. And I was actually shocked by my transition into the Swedish society, because I managed to break this bubble because I was more of an introvert, if you may, but I think I managed to start talking quite a lot when I came here to Umeå, which is a good thing, or I'm not sure, but I was glad that I became to know myself that way. But I think what kept me going was I kept an open mind, and I was curious to know people, to know different cultures, and to see places, to travel, and just gain new perspectives. And in return, I also shared with some friends my African experiences, like my lion stories, to which some I actually tell till today, and also explaining some of Africa's best kept secrets and places, travel destinations to go to. But in due process, I managed to also personally to develop as a person and discover myself. And moving on forward, I mean, we would spend the entire day if I were to explain to you some of my experiences, like studying abroad in France or traveling around here in Europe, my thesis, which I'm currently battling right now. But in any case, I've noted one thing is that most people are very nice here in Umeå, as well as across Europe, and they all they have this desire to do good for the environment and quite a lot of things. And this is so uplifting because it also promotes you to want to do good in return. And I mean, even now I feel comfortable carrying my tote bag to ICA or Lidl to buy groceries. I mean, it's something that's not so common to put on, kind of like a handbag, if you may. But it's something that I am not ashamed to do anymore. And or even trying to reducing my meat consumption. I mean, some friends were actually saying that I need some intervention because I'm eating less of meat now, but it is okay. I'm fine with that choice. But what I need to highlight today is that the world today faces, like what the Vice Chancellor was saying, that the world today is presented with so many challenges, and I wish to challenge some of you, my colleagues, who have graduated today as future leaders of tomorrow, to take that one step. If it might be a fight against climate change, or promoting educational experiences, or promoting good sanitation or clean water. Just pick one thing that you might find interesting and make the world a better place. And as for me in my future, I was actually asking myself this question yesterday when I woke up at 5:30, because I had this routine that I would wake up at that time and watch Game of Thrones before I have like a barrage of spoilers on my social feed. But after that, I was like, okay, now that it has stopped airing, what am I going to do with my life? But I decided to say I need to create my own story and try to create a better ending, because that was quite disappointing, to be honest. But yes, this is my future. But I'll try to always keep an open mind and as well do greater good for the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Munashi. It has been an honor to have you here. Now we go on to some more music. We would like to welcome Karolina Miskovsky and Daniel Pettersson again. Karolina is born and raised in Umeå region, right? She's a pop singer and a journalist. And Daniel Pettersson, he plays the nyckelharpa, that interesting instrument. And he's famous for his traditionally played folk music from the region of Västerbotten, which is the region that Umeå is placed on. He's a recognized Riksspelman. This is an important recognition badge of mastery for Swedish folk musicians. So give it up for Carolina and Daniel.
I also studied. It's one of the longest titles that I had. I studied to become. It's called bergmaterialingenjör in Swedish, and I never worked as one. After that, I started working on the radio station. It seemed more fun then. But I always use the title in English because it's rock engineer. I think it's quite cool. We're gonna play a song from a guy called Jose Gonzalez. I actually met him like in the 90s. We were at the same music competition in Gothenburg, and he came with his guitar on his back, and he took the skateboard to the competition. So I thought it was quite cool. He didn't win then, neither did I, but I think he won in the long run. So this is a song about not focusing on, like, choose your problems to focus on, don't take all the problems. Too blind to know your best, hurrying through faults without regrets. Different now, every step feels like a mile. All the lights seem to flash and pass you by. So how's it gonna be when it all comes down? You're cycling to reality. Don't know which way to turn. Every trifle's becoming big concerns. All this time you were chasing dreams, without knowing what you wanted them to mean. So how's it gonna be when it all comes down? You're cycling to realities. So where's this leading me? When it all comes down, you're cycling to realities. Who cares in 100 years from now? All your small steps, all your shitty clowns. Who cares in 100 years from now? Who'll remember all the players? Who'll remember all the clowns? So how's it gonna be when it all comes down? You're cycling to realities. So where is it leading me? When it all comes down, you're cycling to realities. when you're cycling to realities, when you're cycling to realities, when you're cycling to realities, when you're cycling to
And Daniel Pettersson. That was beautiful. Thank you. Okay, now we come to another special moment where we start calling up graduating students for the second roll call. So I would like to welcome our Vice Chancellor up on stage again, Hans Adolphus. Thank you. And we will start with students from the Faculty of Arts, Master's Program in Fine Arts, Master's Program in Environmental Archaeology, and the Nordic Master in Social Work and Welfare.
Ingeborg Paulsrud. Jonas Börjesson. Moa Gustafsson. Sally von Rosen. Stefano Villardi. Tavonga Frances Siccione. Aniseta Joao.
Peter Stridsberg.
Peter
Stridsberg.
Stridsberg.
Varsågod.
Please, congratulations. The remaining 5 groups are from the Faculty of Social Sciences. Please welcome Master's Program in IT Management, Master's Program in Human-Computer Interaction and Social Media.
Ahmed Eleyan. Amanda Karlsson. Charlotte Lau. Felix Marcel Peterman. Jennifer Grexilo. Milena Pacherasova. Na Yun Kim. Sebastian Breuer. Semra Dedinja. Xing Yan. Gregory A. Sarafin. Mohammed Basher. Moe Mohammed. Nadia Ruiz. Nadia Zimbi. Panagiota Kukovinu. Shuren Yu. William Gan Hakizimana.
Please, a big applause to them. Congratulations. Next up on stage, we have graduating students from the Master's Program in Crisis Management and Peace Building and Political Sciences and Cognitive Science.
Turkan Jafarzada. Agnes Elving. Agung Vidianto. Auviki Ilmarar Bjerka Debon. Linn Nilsson. Molly Grönlund Müller. Oskar Abrahamsson. Tilda Molin. Elisabeth Calzoni. Emil Skog. Erik Campano. Filippo Lagreca. Joakim Lundqvist. Job Budé. Jonathan Gustafsson. Marie Dornheim. Roisin Devlin. Sini Alola.
A big hand of applause to the graduating students. Congratulations. The next group are from graduating students of master's programs in constitutional law and human rights, master's program in law, gender and society, human geography with a specialization in geographical information systems, spatial planning and development, and tourism.
Abdulhamid Bayoun. Alexei Siki. Ali Alkateb. Emma Lundberg. Evan Haile Selassie Gebremedin. Nida Anamol Hock. Renat Fakirdinov. Sayid Mahmoud. Valeria Varfolomeyeva. Sahangir Hossein Munshi. And here there will be a short announcement. Law, Gender and Society is a web-based program and all lectures taking place online. The students are therefore spread all over the world, and most of them couldn't be here because of geography. We've given them the opportunity to have their names acknowledged at this ceremony. Please give a warm applause to Natalia Englund och Josef Nkunga. Simon Paul. Aditya Billy Kristofel. Johanna Knutsson. Mario Paz. Peter van Erbeck. Anita Agby. Sihan Wang.
Congratulations. After that, we welcome students from 3 programs from Umeå School of Business, Economics and Statistics. Master's program in Business Development and Internationalization, Master's program in Management, and Master's program in Marketing.
Philip Nikitas Metalinos, Log. Ismaila Jallow. Julia Senesal. Munashe Shivaura. Renato Melioneto. Aukar Abdi Mohammed. Cyprien Bau. Francisca Bochwe Azamani. Tu Nhu. An Quang Bui. Arthur Krusman. Yannick Frisch.
Congratulations. Well, last but not least, we'd like to welcome graduating students from the master's program in Statistical Science, Accounting, and Finance.
Hanna Wikman. Jessica Edlund. Oskar Öhman. Etchi Priska. Maja Keskinen. Morgan Lacey Leathers Nasman. Rudo Tarvirei. Song Pantaleon. Sylvia Josephine Freeman. Christine Kayumba Uva Mahoro. Yekaterina Nedorezova. Sakia Afros.
Congratulations. Now, I would like to introduce you to Kabir Fahria, alumna of Umeå University. Kabir is from Bangladesh and earned a master's degree in human-computer interaction and social media in 2006. Like our previous speaker today, Munashe, Kabir has also received the Global Swede Award as a student. Besides her excellent educational performance, she was highly engaged in social issues, investigating feminist theories in design, and held symposiums about gender, sexuality, and social media. Today, she's working in Umeå in an IT company called CodeMill. Kabir is here today to talk to you about never giving up. Please welcome on stage our alumna, Kabir Fahria.
Hello, everyone. I would like to start by thanking Umeå University for this opportunity and also congratulating the master students of 2019. There was a day when I was sitting there as one of you. In 2016, I was sitting there with a lot of anxiety, sadness, and happiness. I was happy because I was graduating. I was sad because I'm going to leave my friends, my teachers. I might not come back to this university again. And I was anxious because I wasn't sure about my future. As most of you don't know me, let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm a Umeå University alumna. I did my bachelor's in computer science from Bangladesh. I did my master's in human-computer interaction in Umeå University with the scholarship from SI, Swedish Institute. I worked with human rights activities, and now I work as a system developer. I moved to Umeå in the year 2014, and I graduated in 2016. When I came to Umeå, I came here with an open mind. Every day seemed like a blessing to me. I was, of course, exploring myself and also my opportunities. During my stay here, I got lost a lot of time. When I say lost, I actually mean getting lost on the streets. Let me give you one example. One day I took a bus from airport and I was going to the university area. On the Vasaplan, the bus stopped and there was an announcement. I was sitting at the back and I had headphones on. And also the announcement was in Swedish, so I really did not understand what the person was saying. I was browsing and didn't care at all because I'm going to Umeå University anyway. When I will see the stop, I will put Stona. But actually, at one point, I noticed that the bus wasn't going to Umeå University or that area. It was going somewhere else, and I had no idea where I was. I took up my phone, I checked Google Maps. As you all know, we get lost and look for Google Maps. And then I found out that I was actually going away from Umeå. And I did not have any idea about the route, like where it is going. And then I noticed there's no one in the bus except the bus driver. I walked up to the bus driver and said that, where am I going? And by the time the bus entered a very vast place where there were other ultra buses, the bus driver said, this is the end point. I already declared, announced in Vasaplan that the bus won't go farther. And I requested everyone to go down. I said, well, yes, it was in Swedish and I don't understand Swedish. The bus driver was really annoyed with me. Like, who this person? And then I asked the person that, can I take a bus from here? They said, there's no nearby bus stop. So then the person looked at me and I was about to cry. I didn't know actually what to do, holding my phone. Maybe I'm gonna call 112, ask for help because I don't know what to do. But the bus driver said that his wife is also going to quit and they can give me a lift to the town. And they actually gave me a lift to town. Throughout the way, I was holding my phone like this and sitting. But they really tried to make me feel at ease. And that time, I realized that there's still goodness in the world. And we need to live for it. The experience taught me two things. One is that whenever nowadays, there's an announcement and I'm in public space and I don't understand what they're speaking, I ask someone nearby. Even though it's really kind of shameful or I feel unconfident, but it's really good to ask before I get lost. And second thing is that we should always be humble to other people because people have shortcomings, I have to, be it linguistics or functionalities or whatever. Anyways, as I said before, when I came to Sweden, I came with an open mind and I was exploring my options. And I started doing human rights activism and I got really involved with it. So I started organizing lectures, workshops, and holding workshops as well. And I held my first workshop, actually lecture, in Women's History Museum in 2015. And I ended up there by actually getting to know people, getting to know my niche, getting to know what I like. And as we call it in Sweden, networking, I'm pretty sure everyone else has also told you that networking is so important in Sweden. And then comes going to fika. Fika is part of networking. So we go for fika. Actually, it could be anything. It's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and that really helps. It helps to get to know people and helps to actually share our knowledge and get more knowledge. So during the time when I was writing my thesis, I started looking for PhD opportunities because I wanted to do PhD in human rights activism and combining it with technology. that time, I was also struggling with my mental health issues. I had a lot of anxieties. Every day seemed very long, and I struggled a lot. And that time, my supervisor, the person I was writing the thesis under, my study counselor, as in Swedish we call it yrkesvägledare, that person, and few friends of mine actually helped me to keep my focus and write my thesis on time. Also, they helped me to get professional help. So first I sought help in Umeå University, later on I ended up in the healthcare system, and I got help. Now when I look back, that was a grateful thing that happened to me, and I'm really grateful for it. And that happened because we have this support system in Sweden. We have this support from Umeå University. And then when I was struggling and everything, I actually ended up with a job. I started working in activism as a professional. And then I was doing the same thing I was doing as a student, but the difference was I was getting paid for it. And that was really excellent. But that time, I started thinking that I would want to go back to coding because I really loved it. And I would do activism in my other time rather than as my profession. And that journey wasn't easy either. I got a lot of rejections before I ended up with the job I'm doing right now. And every day now when I go to work, I really tell myself I love my job. I really love it. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here. So I love my job, and I'm really happy, but my journey wasn't easy. Every day was difficult for me. I felt like I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to make it. I was anxious. I had struggles, but I came over it. And that's what I think I need to keep in mind, or we all need to keep in mind, that end of the day, what matters is that we never give up. We need to ask for help when it is needed, and to know when to take a break. It's very, very, very important to know when to take a break. And last but not least, surround ourselves with people who actually encourage us, not to discourage us. This is really important. Therefore, today, I wanted to share my experience. I wanted to share with you all because maybe here somewhere there are someone who needed to hear it, who is going through the same situation I went through. And it's gonna be okay. We just need to take small steps and never give up. Thank you, everyone. And once again, congratulations.
We never know really if it's our turn or not. So I have to sneak peek before I go out every time. So students, I'm actually graduating tomorrow to become a journalist. And you, my dear, you graduated like a week ago?
Yes.
A week ago for, what is it called?
Religious studies.
Religion studies. Master degree.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm quite old to start like a new title of my life, like to become a journalist, because I'm 41. But it also shows that everything is possible. You never get too old to learn, because you have to learn new things all through life. Otherwise, you're like stopping where you are. You don't want to do that. But I was thinking about it just the other day, what a title means and how you identify yourself with your job. And I've been a musician for almost 30 years of my life, and also that rock engineer period of time, and I've been a show host for radio and TV, but I realized I never identified myself with any of it, because instead of doing that, I focus on identify myself as a good friend, a good wife. I really try to be a good daughter, but I almost never succeed, according to my parents. But I was thinking about that because you can change direction in what you do, in what you work with, but you can never change direction with having friends to stand by when things aren't going so well. So I hope that you're going to be excellent and excel in what you do in life, what you work with. But I also wish you so much happiness and friendship that you can ever wish for. And this last song is also about just that, friendship. When things look really dark, everything can change if you have friends. And I realized when I was 13 that I started reading this book, a book of 3 parts. And it was Lord of the Rings. So I started in Swedish and I continued to read it again and again and in English. And then my mother comes from Finland, so I wanted to read it in Finnish, but I only know just how to say hello. And it's a big book. So I didn't do that. I wanted to do it in Czechish too, because my father comes from Czech Republic, but that will be my next project, I think. And I realized why I love this book so much now when I analyzed it for 30 years. It's about this little person and a group of friends who can actually make big things happen. And since I'm like so short, it gave me hope. So when I was 13, I wrote this song. It never ended up in the movie like I wanted it to. But you haven't heard it too much, so you're not fed up with it. It's called the Lord of the Rings song, and it's I wrote it when I was 13, so you have to have some, I'm excusing myself before I play it. My English was not impeccable back then either. So here it goes.
Go now, you don't have time to think it over. Be careful crawling, don't talk too loud, they might be near you. You must travel like the wind and don't look back to see what's happening here. 'Cause we're depending on you to get the ring where it belongs, despite your fears. So hush now, don't cry, a journey filled with great adventures. And it might be the last time, but it's your call to be the hero now. You might think you're short and don't look much for the world, but we'll see. And I'm sure that King the Aragon, Legolas will fight for you when you need them. 'Cause I will, you see, I fight the night on the great order. Though I'm so scared, I will bring the ring unto its knees. To its knees. Go now, don't stop. A stranger's eye around the corner. Now they meet Gollum. So we found this creature to show the way into the heart of the land. And you might think you're smart to lead us into this cave without a doubt. But embraced by a spider web, find a poison running through your veins. Yeah. 'Cause I will, you see, I fight the night on the great order. Though I'm so scared, I will bring the ring down to its knees. sea, above the night on the great water. And though I was so scared, I rather ran onto its knees. Thank you so much and good luck.
Beautiful. Well, we are nearly coming to the end of this journey today. And now, to signify the end of the ceremony, come the trumpets. Daniel Lind and Per Brännström. After that, you're welcome to join us outside for alcohol-free drinks and canapés and mingle a little bit. I would also like to encourage you to take pictures in our photo booth that is outside. It's a nice memory, trust me. To all your graduating students, you're also welcome to pick up the real congratulatory scroll with your name on at the information desk outside. And then, before the trumpets start, I would like to finalize this ceremony with a message. I actually had prepared a lot of messages. I was a bit nervous, so I had help of both our Vice Chancellor and all the speakers and the musicians. They have very, very nice messages to you, talking about resilience, talking about never giving up, talking about aiming to your goals. But my message now is that it's okay to be proud. It's okay to be proud of your achievements. And before you all go from here, I would like you all to stand up. Yes, you ought to be very, very, very proud of your achievements. You made it, so make some noise for yourselves. Congratulations to you all. I actually saw many of you when you started your studies. I don't know if you all remember. And now for me, it's a joy to see that you have finished your studies. So congratulations and good luck with your new challenges. And I really, really hope you can come back to Umeå University someday and that you had a very, very good time here with us. We are very proud to have had you here. Thank you.